Good morning, class 7. Before this in chapter we studied about circulatory system, and in circulatory system we studied about blood. Blood is having cells, that is red blood cell containing hemoglobin, again white blood cell, they protect from germs entering in our body, again the platelets clots the blood. All this thing we studied. Now we are going to see the blood vessel. So function of the blood vessel is what we are going to study in this. There are different types of blood vessel in the body. You know that during inhalation a fresh supply of oxygen fills the lungs. This you studied before also. Oxygen has to be transported to the rest of the body. Also, the blood picks up the waste material, include carbon dioxide from the cell. This blood has to go back to the heart for transport to the lungs for removal of carbon dioxide, as you have learned in chapter 10. So this you studied about the blood, that the while inhalation the lungs is filled with the oxygen, and then from lungs the oxygen is transferred to the various part of the body, and the carbon dioxide is taken by the blood, and again it comes to the lungs and it gives out in the process of exhalation. So also the blood picks up the waste material including carbon dioxide and all things. So this blood has to go back to the heart to transport the lungs also. Okay. So two types of blood vessels are there. How many types of blood vessel? There are two types. One is called as arteries and another is called as veins are present in the body. So these two vessels are there, blood vessel, arteries and vein. They carry the blood and transport some materials like oxygen and other things to the various part of the body. How they do that we will see. Arteries carries oxygen rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body. Since the blood flow is rapid and at a high pressure, the arteries have thick elastic walls. Let us perform an activity to study flow of blood through arteries. So here one activity is given. By that we can study the flow of blood through the arteries, and arteries carries oxygen rich blood to the part from the heart to all parts of the body. Place a middle and index finger of your right hand on the inner side of your left wrist. Can you feel some troubling movements? Why do you think there is a throbbing? This throbbing is called as pulse, and it is due to the blood flowing in the arteries. Count the number of pulse beat in 1 minute. How many pulse beat could you count? The number of beats per minute is called as pulse rate. So you can hold your hand in this position, and by this position you can identify or you can record that pulse rate. Pulse rate, how you will record? You will see some throbbing will be observed by you, and that throbbing means what? The arteries are carrying blood, oxygen rich blood to the various part, and within a minute how many beats are there, that is known as pulse rate. Within a minute the number of beats per minute is called as pulse rate. A resting person unusually has a pulse rate between 72 and 80 beats per minute. Resting means taking rest. At that time the pulse rate will be 72 and 80 beats per minute. Find other place in your body where you can feel the pulse. Record your own pulse beat per minute and those of your classmates. So this is known as pulse rate. How you can record and you can observe that you have to do this activity and record your pulse rate. Now second vessel is given, that is veins. Veins are the vessel which carry carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body back to the heart. Means arteries are carrying oxygen rich blood from heart to the various part of the body, and veins are carrying carbon dioxide rich blood from various part to the heart. So here you can see in the figure, the veins have thin walls. There are valves present in veins which allow blood to flow only towards the heart. So you can see the lungs. From lungs, the oxygen-rich blood is carried by the arteries to the various part of the body. This is a schematic diagram of circulation. And from this various part of the body, the veins carries the carbon dioxide rich blood to the heart, and from heart it is transferred to the lungs, and from lungs it is given out of the body. So these are pulmonary veins, and these are arteries, these are vein, again these are pulmonary arteries. So this is a schematic diagram of circulation of blood. Now you will see, do you see the arteries divide into smaller vessel? Do you see that? The arteries are divided into smaller vessel. On reaching the tissues, they divide further into externally thin tubes called capillaries. So in figure I show you capillaries. Again you can see the capillaries here. These are the capillaries. Then what happen? Divide into smaller vessel. On reaching the tissue, they divide further into extremely thin tubes called capillaries. Who divide? These arteries. Arteries divide into smaller vessel, that is capillaries. The capillaries join up to the form vein which empty into the heart. Again that capillaries are joined to the vein, that also you saw in the figure. Now next we are going to see, that is heart. Heart is an organ which beats continuously to act as a pump for the transport of blood. So from heart, the blood is transported to the various part that we studied before now only. That vessel, two vessels are there, arteries and veins. They carries the blood from heart and again giving back to the heart. Imagine a pump working for years without stopping, absolutely impossible. Yet our heart works like a pump non-stop. Let us now learn about the heart. The heart is located in the chest cavity with its lower tip slightly tilted towards the left. Hold your finger inward on your palm that you can make your fist. Your heart is roughly the size of your fist. So in this way you can see the picture of heart. It is slightly tilted towards the left. It is slightly tilted towards the left. So this is the picture of heart. It is slightly tilted towards the rest. And also you can make your fist. It is like a fist. This is the fist. In this way you can make a fist, and that fist, your heart is roughly the size of your fist. What will happen if the blood rich in the oxygen and the blood rich in carbon dioxide mix with each other? To avoid this from happening, the heart has 4 chambers. How many chambers are there? Heart 4 chambers. Why these 4 chambers are there? Because the oxygen rich and carbon dioxide rich blood, they do not get mixed with each other. That's why the heart is having 4 chambers. So I will show you the 4 chambers. That is, see, the heart is divided into 4 chambers in this way. 1, 2, 3 and 4. The 4 chambers are there. So what are they? We'll see. This side is called as left. This side is called as right. Okay. So now here some parts are given here. So from right we'll see. So see, vena cava is given here. Right atrium is the one part. Right ventricle is another part. Heart is divided into 4th part. So first left atrium this side, right atrium this side, right ventricle. These are the 2 parts of the heart. Next is aorta given, pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein. So you saw this pulmonary artery and vein in schematic diagram. Again the 3rd part of the heart is left atrium and 4th is left ventricle. So these are the 4 chambers of the heart. First is right atrium, left ventricle, sorry, right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium and left ventricle. These are the four chambers of the heart. Now, mixing up of blood rich in oxygen with the blood rich in carbon dioxide. To understand the functioning of the circulatory system starts from the right side of the heart and flow the arrow. This arrow shows the direction of the blood flow from the heart to the lungs and back to the heart, from where it is pumped to the rest of the body. Okay, so the heart is divided into four chamber. Why it is divided into four chamber? Because the oxygen rich and the carbon dioxide rich blood should not get mixed with each other. And the flow starts from which side? We studied from which side? The flow starts from the right side of the heart. So flow of blood start from right side of the heart, means from right side. This is the right side, right atrium, right ventricle. The flow of blood means the oxygen rich blood is taken from the right side, and then from left side the carbon dioxide rich blood is given out of the heart to the lungs. So we'll stop. Next we'll see in next period.